Hello. I hope everybody is doing well tonight. I see we have a few folks in here. Hello, Martin. How are you? Um, I hope everybody's doing good. I hope this video does not lag tonight. We are in Mississippi near Iuka, Mississippi, down by the lake. And my antenna for Starlink is not in a greatest area, but it is out front of the RV, so we're going to give it a shot anyway. Um, we got a little bit of news today. We lost our little girl, uh, Gracie, today. She crossed the proverbial rainbow bridge, as they call it. She had, as some of you might know, she had congestive heart failure, and she had also a collapsed trachea, and she got to where she was coughing pretty much nonstop um, for like the last few nights. It's been like almost nonstop, and it's just been awful for her. She basically would just whine in our lap, and I'm gonna show you a picture of her if I can get it here. She just whined in our lap last night for I couldn't get her to stop, and she would. Hold on one second. I need to try to. I'm gonna download this photo for y'all and show you if some of you know uh, Gracie, and others of you do. Others of you do not. Pardon the thing right there. If you give me just a minute. I don't know how I can do this now. I thought I did it a while ago, but can't do it. Hold on, guys. Um, we had a thing made up uh, for Facebook and a couple of things. All right, I'm losing y'all and getting it here. I hope we don't have this problem anymore. But for whatever reason, I can't get that picture up. I will try to get it up in a little bit, but it was tough. It was very tough to have to deal with that. Um, Gracie was primarily she didn't have a owner that she really uh, took under her wing, because she had a well, shoot, y'all, hold on a minute. um, because she had just I'm buffing again, guys. Just bear with me tonight. It turned up to be it was started out at my father's dog, and then she ran in my lap one day, and that's our. I'm sorry. It started out as Dakota's dog, and we just kind of picked up from there. He stayed with us most of the time, so we just kind of adopted her as our dog. This is a great picture of her when she had the long hair. This was in her young days. I would say probably about, what, 8 or 9 years old at that point, or maybe not that old, maybe about 4 or 5 years old. She was 14 when she died, and we hate it, and it was just It was a sad day today, but we we managed to get through it, and she is feeling nope. I mean, you know, if you believe that dogs go to heaven, and we believe that animals do go to heaven, that she's there. She's there now. There's no doubt. She was just one precious little dog for sure. Well, we're going to go through a few of these missing people we got out of Utah. Now I'm centering on tonight. First, though, I want to show you why we don't give up hope for missing people.
A teen who went missing from her home in Arizona 4 years ago has been found in Montana. Alicia Navarro was 14 years old when she wrote her parents a note, and then she just left while they were sleeping. Holly Brock has the story.
Did anybody hurt you in any way?
No, no one hurt me.
That's 18-year-old Alicia Navarro speaking with police after going missing nearly 4 years ago. Police say she is safe, healthy, and alive.
For everyone who has missing loved ones, I want you to use this case as an example that miracles do exist, and never lose hope and always fight.
Alicia's mother took to social media to express her gratitude. In September 2019, Alicia was only 14 when her parents found a note in her bedroom saying she ran away, she would be back, and she was sorry. Then she miraculously appeared this week.
She showed up to a police department. She identified herself as Alicia Navarro, and she basically asked for help to clear her off of a missing juvenile list.
Alicia is now 18 years old. At this point, police say they don't know how she got to Montana or if she's been with anyone during this time, but she did arrive to the police station alone. They say she has been extremely cooperative and is apologetic for what she put her mother through.
But every indication she's given us so far is that she willfully left her home, her own free will and choice. Now, the dynamics surrounding that decision are obviously something that we're looking into.
Police say this case is far from over. No one is facing any charges right now, but there are still so many questions. They say Alicia is asking for privacy for her and her family, and as far as what's next for her.
She's expressed a desire to move forward in life and do the things that a normal, healthy adult would do.
Thank you for offering help to me.
Certainly hope the best for her and her family.
Thing I see right here that may be an issue. One, they said that she is on the as per to go off with somebody. Was somebody on the other side? You know, I just don't know. If I would think there's a possibility that she was groomed, that she was taken. Bad. I'm sorry about the buffing, guys. And maybe she was threatened to go to the police station, tell them you're okay, you're 18, you want to be left alone, or I'm going to do something to you or your family or whatever. So with her being on the spectrum, it'd be easy enough to convince her that. And who knows? She may have fell in love with this person that ended up taking her. I believe that a lot more is going to come out of this story than what we just saw right there in that film. I don't know if you do or not. I know I see a lot of people are discussing where they believe that dogs go to heaven.
If you look up TSN, I have a dog and I'm convinced he is not in heaven.
Must have been a mean dog. I think that's something we will never know until that time comes for sure. This girl is missing out of Utah, and some of these are older and some of these are not. But this is Eleanor Thompson, very pretty girl. She's born 3/10 of 2006, 15 years old, last seen on 8/17 of 2021. She has a small crescent moon scar on her left jaw bone, and she has last seen wearing light colored t-shirt and knit pants, possibly headed towards Arizona. Please contact Utah Sheriff's Office. So other than what I've got on some of these, I don't have much. There's not much information for whatever reason, but still, we need to be on the lookout for the people. This is another one out of Utah. Most of these are. Vern Richard Morris, last seen in Tootley, Utah, and 6/25/2021. He's diabetic, requires insulin, and he is last seen wearing baggy blue jeans bunched at the waist, black and gray socks, black shoes. I don't know why they put all that in there. But this is the type of person that you would probably see homeless, because if they're diabetic, they're going to have to get diabetes medicine somewhere, or either fall off into the whatever. You can go in diabetic coma or whatever. But they often go and appear homeless, mental illness, or whatever. This is Dominic Michael Lujan, was last seen on 8/26/2021. He suffers from anxiety and depression, is on a new medication, and probably not in the right state of mind. He has last seen wearing black Pink Floyd t-shirt, black and gray camo shorts, no shoes. He wears a ring on his left ring finger with a turquoise piece on it. He has a big, his ears there, they call it, on both ears, big holes in his ears there. He wears silver horseshoe earrings.
Those are called gauges.
Okay, gauges. They don't spell like gauges. Gouges. Has a scar on his left arm. It says, if seen, contact Salt Lake City, Utah Police Department. So, you wonder what's happened to these people that are missing that long. Have they ended up? Where are they? This one here also is Jameson Nathaniel Gordon, last seen in Orem, Utah, 1/14/2000. One 4/21, last seen. Most of these are in 2021. This is Chevelle Taylor, last seen at North Salt Lake, 5/20/2022. She has a pierced eyebrow and last seen wearing dark clothing, may be traveling to Oakland, California area. Contact North Salt Lake Police Department. She's date of birth of 9/21/2006, 15. Not much about this one at all. Is last seen in Salt Lake City, Utah. Has a Marilyn Monroe piercing scar on her right side. If you have any information, please contact Salt Lake City. And I don't know if it is in Utah, but you can't make an adult decision in Alabama, say, till you're 19. And this one was last seen on 1/19 of 2023. It's got green eyes, brown hair, 5'6", 110. Multiple tattoos: left upper arm, right hand, left forearm, and neck. They've been entered in NamUs, and it's an active case out of Salt Lake City Police Department. Date of birth is in 92, so she's an adult. Is that correct, Dina?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's all I've got. I mean, there was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I could have just kept going through here, but I know that y'all a lot of times get bored with it. But Utah is covered up with missing people, and I think a lot of that has a lot to do, and it may not be, but with it's got a cultural down there of almost like a tourism type culture. It's almost the whole state of Utah, almost not all, is national park. Believe it or not, it's got the Mighty Five in it. It's got Zion down in the bottom of Utah. It's also got the Grand Canyon that's halfway in Arizona, and I believe the north end rim might be in Utah. I'm not sure, but it's close. But it's got Zion, Bryce, it's got Monument Valley. We're buffing. I'm sorry, guys. It's got Salt Lake City that has the Great Salt Lakes and Salt Flats. So it's a huge amount of national parks in there, and it's easy to kind of get lost whether you want to or not in that area. And the whole state's almost desert. I've been to the state. I have found very little areas in that state's not red rock. And the homes, I noticed even in Colorado Springs, when we were down there, we were visiting the Garden of the Gods, and all of the houses are this, not all, I'd say 99%, are this red rock, red clay. And it's very beautiful, but it's different. I'm not used to it. And Zion is in going to be able to do that. Zion, you drive through and look up at the towering rocks. People climb up to the top of the rocks. In the Bryce, you look down at Hutus and all these rock towering, but you look down, you climb, kind of travel past. So it's got Zion, Bryce, and we came through Bryce in June the 2nd years ago, and it was snowing, a snowstorm. And then you got Monument Valley is where they do all the cowboy movies. That's 90% of all the old cowboy movies. Close to 100% was run in Monument Valley, and Monument Valley is primarily an Indian reservation. And then you got Canyonlands is halfway up through the state, and then Arches is at the northern end of the state. And that's the one that we wanted to go to this year, but it was so hot. Zion is a neat. We were in Zion, and they had these rocks formations that went up like a couple thousand feet, and people were climbing them straight up, and they were spending the night on the side of the rock there at the buffing. I hate that we're buffing tonight. This is the whole, I guess the internet where we are is not as good as I was hoping. Does anybody else have anything they want to address? And no, I've not heard from a few of these people where they're at.
T.S. Jackson said they finally got the power restored.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. We will remember being a beach bum. Tell her we are so sorry she's having to deal with all that.
What's happening?
She went to her daughter's graduation now, the plumbing emergency, and she's hysterical, and T.S. said, I don't blame her.
Yeah, absolutely.
It seems like right now for her, if it's not one thing, it's another.
Yeah. Well, sure. On here, I don't know who she is. Taylor.
Jury finds her guilty of all charges.
Yeah, 30 minutes. And is this the one that's 30 minutes? Took them 30 minutes to do it? Yeah, if anybody deserves a death penalty, she does. Or either she's sick. You know, here's what you got to think about. People say, oh, well, she's just crazy. Well, you have to look at, did she know right and wrong? Did she know what right and wrong is at the time when she did this crime? If she didn't know the difference between right and wrong, they had to put her in a mental institution somewhere. If she did know from right and wrong, they'll probably give her a death penalty. Depends on what state it is. But did she ever say? I've only read a little bit about it. Did she ever say why she did this? Was she demon possessed or what? You know. I didn't read enough to know about the case. Did anybody hear what was her excuse, or did she even have one?
I saw her sitting in the.
She looked evil.
She had nothing.
She had kind of dead eyes when you look at her, but they gave 30 minutes later. They came back with a verdict. I guarantee you, they just went in there.
She was on meth and she claimed to enjoy it.
Well, then she'll enjoy prison. She'll give her. Well, I want to say something too. I'm very sorry for the way this internet's doing tonight. But where we are, I just can't say anything but say I'm sorry. Yeah, I saw she attacked her attorney in the courtroom, which that they do that all the time. I think that's a way to making themselves feel or seem crazy. But she'll probably get the death penalty, or somebody give her justice inside the penitentiary. Listen, I hate to do this little bit tonight, but the internet is sucky. So we're gonna get off here kind of early so I can try to get back on at 8 o'clock with Tony. Come tonight, we're gonna talk about the guy testifying for the UFO thing, like he testified the other day about. He claims that the United States has aliens that they've captured, and we're going to talk about some other things also. So if you can, it is growing. We have 1,700 subscribers now, and we really want to push for that 4,000 magic number over there under ours. We really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to our other channel, please do that. Got to be in a week to have our Bigfoot guy on there. That's what I'm shooting for. This is our other channel. We sure would enjoy y'all going over and subscribing. Watch our videos to the end. That's the absolute best way to support us. And please remember Gracie.
Tell them how to put it on. Just listen.
Well, I'll do that on that channel. But if you want to support us too, maybe some night when you're going out to the movie, stable. All right, we'll see you. We buff. But anyway, we do appreciate y'all being here. We love every one of you, and please come back or come to our tonight when me and Tony talk. Hopefully, it'll be better than this.
Hey, tell them to check out our TikTok channel.
And also check out our TikTok channel. Dina's really posting a lot of stuff there, and the veteran speaking on there has got over 600,000 views. So check it out, and we hope to see you next Thursday for one better than the one we're doing tonight. Love you guys. Good night.